Assalamu alaikum. So, dear viewers and subscribers, first of all, I want to be thankful to you that you have subscribed the channel and also viewed the video so in an abundant numbers, and we find that all this is due to your love and liking for me. So I am here to describe something for you people. First of all, I want to tell you the significance of English, that why English is so important in the present world. So we find that English has become the window open to the world. So if we open the window, then the scenario of the whole world is in front of us. And if we shut the window, so then we find that there are many things so where we lag behind so many other things. So English is so important that you can get good job, and if you are, and even if you are in some difficulty or in trouble, in all the parts of the world, wherever you are, so you can speak English and you can be out of that trouble while expressing your thoughts in English. And we find that, so some people say that English is the language of the foreigners, the English is the language of the rulers who ruled over the subcontinent for so many years. And we find that language is just like a medicine, that if a man so discovers or makes some medicine, suppose for cancer or for COVID-19, it is not his or her property, it becomes the property of all human beings. So the same is the case with the English language, there are or any other language, that language becomes the property of all human beings. And we find that the religious books, even the religious books, are translated into English and they are sent to the whole of the world. And we find that the people read these holy books in their own language, in English or in other language, and we find that they know that what is the message conveyed to them by their creator. And we find that learning English has become a difficult job, a Herculean task for so many persons, that the people think that it is the most difficult language in the world, especially the present indefinite tense. And we find that it creates many problems for the persons, that how is it possible that we are using that, do you like it or does he like it? So what is the difference? Because it is the global problem, but with the passage of time, inshallah ta'ala, I will try my best to solve all the riddles, all the intricacies which are present in English. And we find that in English there is the fine mingling of so many things. There are idioms, there are pair of words, there is vocabulary, but there are also the four major skills: writing, reading, speaking, listening. And I am telling you that how can you improve these skills? So first of all, I come to written English. One thing is that you can improve your writing skill while writing from the texts of the same writer of the writers. So write as they have written, and we find that, so just one page, so see what is written there and write it in your own handwriting. And the next thing is that you can choose any topic, and you should write it just one page in your own English. It will improve your writing a lot. And then we come to spoken English. So we find that the people hesitate to speak English, that spoken English becomes a very difficult task for them, and they think that if they start speaking English, so there may be some other word in their own native language, but with the passage of time, you will overcome all these hesitations and all these difficulties. And we find that, so start speaking in English in front of the mirror. So suppose you are looking at your own self and then you start speaking English. And the other thing is that to start thinking in English, that it is also the best thing that you should try to think over English, that what are you thinking in English, that's important one. And now we come to reading, that all these skills, reading comes through reading, and we find that reading, you should try to read some English newspaper. Suppose you can get some just English newspaper Dawn or some other newspaper which is available in your country or in your city, and we want that try to read English newspapers. You will face so many difficult words, unfamiliar words, but you should not be worried about all these things. We found that whenever something is written in the text of another language, so we found that there are hundreds of words, there are many unfamiliar words, and the people they get boredom while consulting the dictionary for each and every word. So there is no need to consult the dictionary for each and every word, although dictionary has its own significance, but it also becomes a boring job if we consult each and every difficult word in English, especially in some dictionary. So try to find out the meaning from the context in which that word is used. So contextual guessing also helps us a lot. And then we come to listening. So listen to BBC, listen to Voice of America, or listen to some native speakers. We find that there are hundreds of videos. So here you are also listening to me, and you are also finding that how I arrange the words. And but one thing is that I'm not translating these words into my native language. So I am just speaking, thinking in English. That is also the best thing. And we find that why does English create problems for foreigners? We find that English creates problems that there are many things, as I told you, that pair of words, idioms, vocabulary. And another thing is that the people often ask that how they can improve their vocabulary or word power in English. So the best thing is that you should learn new words on daily basis. So write them on some notebook if you find some difficult word, and then so learn that word, the meaning of that word, the synonym or the antonym of that word with the passage of time. So you will also improve your vocabulary. And find that as far as English is concerned, prepositions, so they are also very important ones. You should also know that which words are followed by some certain prepositions. Suppose, for example, abide is always followed by, and so you should know that you should have some circle, or in that circle you should write abide and by without leaving any space there. And in this way, that is also the best thing, that you can learn the words with their specific prepositions. And the other thing is that some words are not followed by any prepositions, but we find that in Urdu or in another language they are followed by some prepositions, but in English they are not followed by any preposition. Suppose we find that he loves his cousin. We can't say that he loves with his cousin, or he married with his cousin. Love, marry, sign, discuss, regret, resemble. So there is also a list of the words where we find that we don't use any prepositions there, and mostly in incorrect sentences we find that these words are given there, and some prepositions are given there, but we should not use any prepositions after these words. Suppose I say that he signed on the paper. No, he signed the paper. He discussed the matter. She resembles her mother. I regret the delay. So all these things are there, and you should be aware that some and there is also the difference between gerund and infinitive. We find that a gerund is followed by gerund, and an infinitive is followed by some infinitive. Gerund is that we say that ing, seeing is believing. So that is the use of gerund. And to err is human, and to forgive is the divine. That is also infinitive. So you should be aware of all these things. And another thing is that uses of tenses, that you should be familiar, that if you are talking about the present thing, so you should use present tense. And if you are talking something which took place in the past, that should be in the past tense. And if something is going to happen in future, that is future indefinite, future tense. So the uses of tenses and narration, direct, indirect, active, passive, and vocabulary. So all these things are very important to you. So we find that. So you should know that the significance of English cannot be denied at present. So in the present era, if you know that how you can improve your English and how you can speak in a better way, that is the best thing. And you will not only get the highest, you will not only get the job, but you will also be able to get significance or the value wherever you live there. So I am here, Professor Muhammad Shafiq, Baloch from Emerson College, head of English department. Thanks a lot. Wishing you the best of luck.